And welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. We're going to do another Old Farts Watching Anime, and last time we did this we tried Anu Manga Zio, which ended up being very weird, and that serves us right for trying something randomly. So we thought, let's go back to something a little more recognizable. We're going to watch the first episode of Full Metal Alchemist. This is from 2003. Let's see how good it is.
Well, that's freakish.
Some kind of religious broadcast.
Your buddy's in a suit of armor and you're wearing gloves in the desert and you call us freaks?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. Right, so that was the first episode of Full Metal Alchemist. And I gotta say, I'm really refreshed and pleased with a lot of the stuff that's in that. Except for toward the end, but I'll get to that part. I'm glad that right in the opening intro, they're explaining this is alchemy, there is a science to this. I mean, it's magic and there's special effects all flying along, but I like the fact that they're actually saying that for everything that you're transmuting, an equal amount has to be given up, or whatever the correct philosophy was. I like that. That was good. I also like the fact that Al, the main guy with the blonde hair and the red jacket, is a very different type of a character than most anime. Certainly most of the anime that we've watched so far has either been the brooding Captain Scarlet type or the kind of wacky Avatar The Last Airbender type main character, or Sailor Moon type character. And the less said about Manga Dio, the better, about how crazy over the top that was. But as far as characters are concerned, I like this guy. He's got a kind of a take no prisoners, kick butt type of... He's a tough guy, which is really surprising as our main character. It's always like the sort of doughy-eyed, hero that doesn't realize he has the power, mostly, that we're seeing in these. I'm finding this very refreshing. I'm getting kind of an Akira vibe off him, which I really like. Now, what I didn't like too much, or at least the timing on on this anime was tricky. I didn't understand why his younger brother with the little baby voice is in this giant suit of armor. It is explained toward the end, so that's good. But I didn't get why that had occurred. And once again, I am impressed that we are seeing kind of an implication of gore. I mean, there's a shot right at the beginning where Al is missing his leg. And one of the bad guys of the religious order, that's a whole other discussion for another time, pulls a gun on Ed, the brother, and blasts his head off. And I was like, whoa! Okay, we're in for a bit of a roller coaster ride here. So, and then I've got final thoughts about the ending. But let's pass it over to Dee. What do you think, Dee?
Well, I'm pleased with with this one. Our last one was a little out there. Mm-hmm. I did enjoy the fact that we were kind of being told sort of what the situation was.
Yeah.
Now. The one thing I do have to say is, in the beginning, and maybe if we were to continue watching the show, we would find out what they were trying to do right at the very beginning, because that was not explained.
That's true. Yeah, there's this kind of, and especially when the girl Rose, he reveals that a lot of him is mechanical, hence the Full Metal Alchemist. That he yells, this is what happens when you use alchemy the wrong way. So you're right, there is this kind of like, he's done something that has broken him, and now he wants to get that stone, that philosopher's stone, to do that thing, whatever that was. Mm-hmm. And you're right, that would have been nice to be established. Maybe in more episodes that would be.
Well, I think they were showing us what happened right at the very beginning, because obviously he lost a limb.
Yeah.
And, his brother seemed to have died. We assumed that he had died, the way he was reacting. Mm-hmm. but we weren't actually told the story as to why they were in that building, drawing the symbols and doing their alchemy. We never knew what that was about.
Yeah.
So obviously that will probably be explained. And then there's that mysterious woman with the hood. We don't know anything about her.
I've seen a few pictures of her anytime I look up, there's a lot of video games for Full Metal Alchemist, and I do see her as like one of the main characters. So, again, she'll be revealed later, I guess.
Yeah. But, I was pleasantly surprised with this one because there is a story that is quite interesting.
Yeah, and I'm very impressed at the level of polish. I got much like Avatar: The Last Airbender really impressed me with how well established things are, and the pacing was nice. It wasn't that sort of radical things going off immediately like Dirty Pair or Azumangadio. It had a nice, we're establishing this. Here is this town. They have this religious order. Let's talk about that. And the effects are really good when he pulls that magic staff out of the sand.
Yes, that was very good.
It was nicely played.
Yeah.
I think in conclusion, my one complaint right toward the end of it, and this is probably because a lot of anime is not like 30-minute chunks that you can enjoy on their own. It's this long, ongoing story, like the Lady in the Hood. The end of the episode is basically him, or the priest guy, realizing, oh, yeah, that's why they call you the Full Metal Alchemist. Roll credits. I was like, okay, that was a bit brief, but okay. Not going to complain. Really like most of the stuff leading up to that, and assuming I would be watching more of them, that would be fine. That would be a non-issue.
Well, if you had the time, would you continue watching this particular anime?
Yeah, this one would go up there with Avatar. One, I really like what I see on this one. It doesn't have a lot of the tropes that a lot of the other ones do. It's intriguing, and it's nicely explained. I guess I really like my anime to explain to me what the heck is going on, rather than go into the deep end of just wackiness. That's just me.
No, I do like the fact that, as I've said before, that it does have a story that we can actually follow. And like you, it would be one that I would be interested in continuing with.
Well, we will see. Anyway, well, that'll wrap that one up. Quite enjoy Full Metal Alchemist. That one gets a recommendation, I guess. All right, well, until next time, I guess we'll see you down the rabbit hole.
See you next time.